What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Iron Panda coming at you again today with another video. Today's video is actually going to be the how-to guide for Liu Kang that I talked about in my previous video. As you can see, we got the face cam on right now. You can't really see the startup and stuff, so I am going to turn off my yeah, we're back, Steve. So I am going to turn off my face cam so that way you guys can see the frame data and everything that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get into it. These are just some of the things that I find beneficial with Liu Striker. Liu Kang Lao, I don't really use him anymore, but I'll still give you the tech if you guys want it. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Alright, now let me post some stuff up here. This, oh. Alright, so, is he blocking? Okay, yeah, good. Alright, so just some of Liu's best buttons is standing one. Standing one is 6 frames, it's +3 on block. Okay, it does allow you with this having being +3 to stagger with it, so like you can do things like oh shoot, like you know what I'm saying? So you have that option. You got all sorts of stuff that you can do with that. It's hella beneficial. I love it very much. That stand one is +3. So with stand one being +3, 6 frames, another thing that you can do, you can punish certain things in the game that a lot of characters can't. For example, Kang Lao, you can punish his armor move. It's -7. It launches. It's safe. But for example, let's say they're not running the Goro cameo, the Sonya cameo. I'm not too sure if Scorpion would help him in that, but with the launch, if he called it in, etc. But like, let's say that they just throw it out, you can literally stand 1-2 punish it. Okay, so because this is a 6 frame startup. But if they obviously have Goro, you know, you got to be cognizant of when they throw it out, they're probably going to call Goro, so they call it. You can't exactly like just punish off rip. But what you can do is like you can, you know, if let's say you threw a projectile, you know what I'm saying, you throw a projectile and you hit Goro and he's still recharging, and they just throw it out there and not being mindful, 1-2 punish. You know what I'm saying? You're getting that punish. You know what I'm saying? Another one of his best buttons is stand 2. It's 10 frames. 10 frame startup, but it's +1. So I use stand 2, but I'll show you what I really use here in a minute when we get to it. But yeah, 10 frame startups, +1 on block. Now 1-2 is actually 0 on block, so it's really kind of your turn if you allow it to be. Okay, so sometimes I stagger with like stand 1, 1-2, down 1 check if I know they're gonna press. Sometimes I might do stand 1, 1-2, backdash into forward 4. It just all depends on on the read that you make and how smart you are with that read. Okay. Another good button that he has is forward 1. Forward 1 is a 7 frame startup. It's an advancing high. It is good, but that's about the extent of it. It doesn't advance very far, but it is advancing. Like, you're not gonna hit him from way out here, but if you do, like, you can. If you do the full string, forward 1-4, okay, it does advance pretty far. You can make some contact. Okay, but forward 1-4 is great. It's -3 on block, so you're completely safe. You don't have to worry about it. You can, you know, kind of stagger with it into, no, that's not what I wanted. You can kind of stagger into, that's still not what I want. You can kind of stagger with 1 backdash maybe. You got to be careful though. You know what I'm saying? You still have to make a read because you're still negative. You know, it's not necessarily your turn, so you got to be careful with that. Now, my favorite button my favorite button of his that I love to use is stand 2-2. It is, excuse me, a high into a mid. It is 14 frame startup, but it is +3. And see, this being +3, if they try to stand up with, like, if they try to stand and press buttons, okay, you have a 6-frame stand 1, so you're gonna win every time. If they try to stand and press anything after being +3, if your stand 1 is your stand 1 is 6 frames and you're +3, okay, your next stand 1 is going to be three frames, start up 3 frames. So it's great. If you think they're gonna press buttons, you can always kind of backdash into back 2, which is the next button. Back 2 is an advancing mid. It's great. The only problem with this button is the last hit is a high. So they can duck it for a full combo punish, so you have to kind of be smart on how you stagger it and how you use it. But it is completely safe. You are -6, they cannot punish you. So that's a plus. Right? Now, his other great button is forward 4. Now, forward 4 is -3. Okay? Now, forward 4-3 is -4. Okay? But it's a great stagger tool. Here's an auto shimmy. I'm not really too sure how, but you know, you guys can feel free to let me know in the comments. But yeah, Liu's whole game plan is strike throw with some zoning, and I'll get into his zoning here in a minute. I'll put them up on the screen so you guys can see. But yeah, forward 4, -3. Forward 4-3 is -4. Now, a thing I want to show you guys is be careful doing the whole string, which is forward 4-3-4. Okay, because if you see, if they flawless block that last hit, you're -14 and you're getting full combo punished. Bingo, you're full combo punished. All right, so you got to be careful how you throw that out. I don't recommend it, especially if someone's shown that they aren't scared to let go of block and they're not respecting the stagger game. There are plenty of other things that you can do to stagger and open somebody up with Liu, instead of just trying to throw that out there. Because I guess I get it, it's -4. It is -4 if you throw it out with great pushback, but it's not worth the risk. The risk to reward is not there, and I don't recommend it. I just simply don't. Now, let me get into his projectiles and show you guys why I think Liu has some of the best projectiles in the game. Oh, and one last button I want to go over with you guys is actually standing 3-2. It's an overhead. That's +2 on block, but if they flawless block the overhead part, it is -8, so be cognizant. But when you throw out standing 3-2 and it hits them enough, that's when you can start playing the mind game with forward 4, because now they're blocking high. See what I'm saying? They're blocking high, and this low's gonna catch them, and you just go into that and it launches. Okay, which we'll get into his combos here in a minute with his bread and butters. But I'll get into that more later on in the video. His projectiles. Let me go to those. This and this and right here. Yo, Dub Nation, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you, homie. Much love. Another Liu goat. Yeah, man, we're trying to get there, homie. We're trying to get there. So back forward 1 on the ground is a great projectile, great tool, because let's just say that they try to zone me back like a Reiko or a Sindel or really anybody. If they try to throw a projectile and I read it, if I enhance it, it eats their projectile, and it will eat every last one of what do you call it? The razor, the stars from Reiko. It'll eat every last one of them, and it eats every projectile that they throw. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, and I'll record it and show you guys. Well, let me give him a second. As you can see, it eats it. So, you know, you want to be cognizant. Like, if I enhance it, you're getting it, and it will punish. Oops. So that's, you know, something to be mindful of. You have to kind of respect it. You know, and you have to respect that. And his down back 1 on the ground is low dragon. It's +16 on block when you're like full screen and other places. You can make it like plus. And what I personally like to do is I like to mix in this and call in striker. So like I'll do stuff like this, and it kind of like forces you to block, and it also stops you from jumping. So like I might do this, or like I'll kind of like do this, and it automatically sets up another one. So now you've already ate, you know, 4 or 5% chip, and you have no choice. You have to hold it. And another thing is his air fireballs. So another thing I can do is like when they think, like, for example, like if I throw out one, right, and they block it, then I do this, right, and then maybe I do this, but I still call out striker. Oops. Right, and I call out striker, but let's say after this I don't have striker anymore, right? And let's just say for the sake of the video that he's completely gone, and I know they're gonna jump. I can just jump and hit him with this. Okay, so this is great. So like Liu has really good zoning tools. So like those are some of his good great tools. And another thing too that I saw, I watched Ninja, and I also watched Sunio do, because like Sunio really took the time out, and in tournament he actually went Liu striker for me and showed me some tech. Another thing that you can do is like let's say you're gonna catch them lacking, you just know, but it's a read, and you have to have bar to do it. But like let's say you know that they're gonna zone, you can do EX, dragon kick. Because one, like even if they block it, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's say they block it. All right, I'm -6, so I'm safe. -6 and I'm safe. Now I don't recommend doing it like up close because you're hella punishable. But like if they block this and I know that they're gonna zone, I can do this and I'm safe. But I gotta have bar to do it, right? And the other thing, the reason why I say it's good to kind of use it like full screen is because like if it hits, right? Oops. I get this. I get that conversion. So all it is EX dragon kick into dragon kick again. So I get this convert. You know what I'm saying? And the cool thing about it is if they're gonna wake up like certain characters, right? Like, and I know they're gonna wake up with their armor move. Let's say I do it. Oops. Right? I can call in striker and go into forward 4, and I can break their armor. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I can cover myself, and that's always a plus. You know, you always want to have that, and it's just an option. You don't have to do it if you don't feel comfortable, but at full screen, if you have the bar, like I said, you're plus 46 on hit, and on top of that, you get the conversion, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, don't do it like right up close. You know, obviously, like don't do this shit right here, because on block, as I showed, you are punishable if you do it right here. But if you full screen and you think they're gonna do it, don't be scared, because you're only -5 and you're still safe, and it's kind of hard. They still have to close the distance, and I still have striker to help me stop them from getting in if I don't want them to. And I have this, you know, so there's a bunch of mind games that you can play there. Now B&Bs, I'm gonna get into B&Bs, but things that I like to do with stagger to try to open people up is like I'll do stand 2-2 into like a backdash into back 4, right? Now, if I do back 4-3, or excuse me, back 2-3, if I do back 2-3 and I notice that they duck it and they get the punish, what I like to do is like 2-2, backdash, back 2, and then I'll call in striker. So it'll look like this. And then and if they try to press, that's their ass. Full combo punished. If they try to press, them striker grenades are hitting them, that's their ass. I'm getting them. So like I abuse 2-2. Another thing I like to do is 2-2 and do like a backdash into forward 4. And I'll do forward 4 striker and then forward 4-3. So it'll look like oh, that's not what I wanted. Excuse me. Oops. Right? So now I'm staggering, right? And with the striker grenades, it just allows me to, you know, keep myself safe and plus on hit. So like if I do this, you know, they're kind of scared to press buttons and I can stagger, you know. Another thing too that you can catch people with is like stand 1 is +3, like I said before. So like I'll do like stand 1 into 1-2, backdash into back 2 and call striker. So like I'll do and call striker, and then like I'll go for it if I see a hit confirm. So like that's a big thing too. Make sure you guys are practicing your hit confirms. The only thing with striker that you guys are gonna notice is you only get 950 health. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is, and you know it's okay because he does offer a lot. Like for example, if I get knocked down, if I ever get knocked down, I can wake up armor. I can do back forward 4 amp and call in striker, and now I'm safe. and it's my turn. Now, they can do their armor break. They do have that option, so you have to be cognizant of it. It doesn't just save you, okay? But you do have that option. You can do that. And that's just another option that you have. You can do it. But yeah, and that's how I get people. Another thing I like to do with staggers is, like I said before, 3-2, which is the overhead. Once I see that that's hitting and they're respecting it, I'll start mixing in my forward 1-4 into that low. And that's how I pretty much stagger. And then, like, if and basically, I want you guys to keep in mind that no matter what, it still boils down to a fighting game of, if you think they're gonna block, grab them. If you think they're gonna let go of block, then hit them. You know what I'm saying? And Tweety and Foxy, shout out to them. They say that all the time, and I know it sounds so cliche to say, but they're absolutely 100% right. And the cool thing is, you can kind of set up off of his back throw, right? I can set up striker into forward 4. So like I can grab, call striker, forward 4. You know what I'm saying? And if they try to wake up, they're getting armor broken. Right, so like if they wake up, it's armor break city. Like they're getting a full combo punish. If I like, let's just say I grab them, right, and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna wake up on his ass. They're not waking up on shit because I'll break their armor with forward 4. Knock you down, call a striker in, and it's mine. Back to stagger game. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you can even kind of back throw. You can call in striker right here. And go 2-2 into this, and because you're +3, so this is your stagger game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of what I do. Different things to stagger. His forward throw with striker does 110%. Kind of puts him full screen, but I'm +11 on hit, so I can kind of I can get a low fireball. I can even get yeah, just pretty much a low fireball. You know what I'm saying? And I can kind of play the mind game of like, if you jump, you have to deal with this. And like I said before, it makes you have to kind of hold this into this. You see what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things that they have to be cognizant of. Like, and they're eating that chip damage. They don't have a choice. And another thing too, if I know they're gonna jump, I can always just kind of, you know, air fireball. B&Bs. Let's go over those. So B&Bs. So you want to kind of go forward 4, dash, back 2. So forward 4 into Dragon EX, dash, back 2-3, and I'll just do the whole combo, and you guys can kind of follow along. Actually, I'll put the combo up on the thing for you guys. So if you guys want to kind of follow along and pause the video and see, it's so this is one of his B&Bs right here, and it just looks like this. Oh, excuse me. That's 36%. That's 1. Oops. Let me go over here. Now another one that he likes to do, or I like to do, is this into this into this into right here. I'll do this. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. This into this. Okay, so I'll kind of like do this right here, forward, so it'll look something like this. And if, as you can see, I'm +32 on hit versus if I were to do this B&B with the Dragon's Kick, I'm +21. So that leaves plenty of options of things that you can do to set yourself up for success. His punish B&B that you want to kind of use to punish stuff is going to be, depending on what it is, but to be safe, you can always just go 1-2 into this, into this, into this, into you know, this, and this is the punish B&B. Oh. Bingo, 32%. Or, like I said, you can end it in this, and that ends up being 31%. So it doesn't matter how you end it, you're still getting the same. You know, you're getting about 32%. Another thing that you can do is, another B&B that you can do is back two, into back two twice, into this. Oh, excuse me, I messed up. Let me go to back two twice, into stand 3-3, into this, into this. So this is like a bread and butter that you can do. So you want to go, if you get it to land, you get back two, stand 3-3, amp dragon's kick like that, and then you want to just end it with one more dragon's kick. So the real combo looks like this for 38%. That's a B&B, 1 bar, 38%, not bad. And then off of his forward one, you have forward 1-4 into stand 3-3, amp, and end it in this. Oops, I actually didn't put it all up there on the screen. Let me redo that. So this forward 4 into this, into this. So because this launches itself, so when you do this, this is what it's going to look like. You want to kind of, oh, I did it wrong anyway. Damn it. There we go. Now it's correct. So you kind of want to like this because that launches. So you want to so when you do this, you want to just kind of, it's a dash forward and a standing 3-3. Right? Like that. So, and this is the gist of it. So you kind of want to, and you get 31% for 1 bar. And that's the gist of it, because you don't have to, when you get this to connect, you don't have to spin bar on this. It launches. So, yeah. And there you go. And that's the B&B for that. And then, anything else? Oh, and then you can also, again, like the 1-2 punish combo. You can, one of his other combos that you can do, it is an option, is 2-2. So you can go 2-2, into this, into this, into this, into this. So you have this. For 35, or like I said, you can end it in this. It doesn't really matter. You're back forward 4. Oh, oops. For 34%. So it just all depends on how you want to end it. You can end it, any of his mid-screen combos, you can end in this or this. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you and how you want to do it, and how much hit advantage you want, and where your head's at with what you're trying to do after. The optis for mid-screen is going to look something like this. It's going to be like optimal would be, we'll start with the 1-2 combo. So like 1-2 would be 1-2 into this, into this, into this, and then you want to re-enhance back forward 3 again into back forward 3, and it'll look something like this. So remember, when you do the dragon's tail after the 3-3-3, you got to enhance it again. So it's going to look like this. That's 35% for 2 bars. And then another one that you can do, his true opti, another good opti that you can do outside is gonna be forward 4-3 into dragon's kick EX, into back 2, stand 3. You want to dragon kick EX again, and then into this. So it's gonna look like this. Never mind. I actually have a move on there we don't need. My bad. We don't need that. Alright. So, like I said, once I launch him right here, after this, I want to enhance Dragon's Kick again. So it's gonna look like this. That's 39% mid-screen corner carry, right? Optimal. You can get more off of the stagger if you kind of, you can get more off the stagger when you're staggering if you get the striker grenades to hit, but you guys just have to toy with that. It's kind of like, you know, and it's just something you have to play with. It's just all in how you get it, but yeah. And that's his mid-screen, you know, corner carry, opti, if you want the max amount of damage. His fatal blow combo is forward 4. So actually, we'll start with 1-2. I'll do 1-2 for you guys first. So it's just gonna be 1-2 EX Dragon Kick into back 2-3, standing 3-3. Fatal blow. Can I even put that on there? Is Fatal Blow a special move? Yeah, I can put it on there. Let's go. So this is one that you guys can do. It does work. Kick twice. Fatal Blow. And you guys, as you guys can see, you're gonna get about 40-something% here. %. And then if you want, the next one that you guys can get is going to be off of back 2-3 twice, and then you just want to go into stand 3-3 fatal blow. So it'll look like this. So if you get this to land, right here, you want to do this right here twice, and 3-3 fatal blow, and this one does big time damage. As you guys can see, we're already at 41%, and we're halfway through. The scaling on this is really amazing. 51%. Okay. You guys want to be careful, because if you do standing 3-3-3 and then try to mash fatal blow, it won't connect. So like, I'll just show you guys on any of these combos I'm showing you. A lot of times if you do this stand 3-3 and then then you try to hit fatal, when fatal comes out, it will whiff. It'll whiff. See? So you guys want to be careful of that. The next one that you guys can do, the next fatal blow combo, is going to be forward 4-3 into EX Dragon Kick, back 2-2. Excuse me, back 2-3 into standing 3-3, and then fatal blow. So that's gonna look like this. And that's 49%. So that's just something that you guys can think about for your fatal blow combos. They do connect. Just like I said, make sure you only do the stand 3-3 twice, not 3 times. You only want to do 3-3 instead of 3-3-3. Otherwise, it won't connect. Now, let me move us to the corner, and I'll show you guys your corner opties. So again, it doesn't matter how you start this, but I'll put it up on the screen. You can do 1-2 into EX Dragon Kick, back 2-3, stand 3-3, EX Dragon Kick again into 3-3, and then you want to end it in Dragon's Kick. So just follow along. You guys can kind of rewatch the video, but this is what it's going to look like. That's 40%. And then you guys want to make sure that you have if you guys, the next one you can do is going to be back 2-3 into back 2-3 again, stand 3-3. Okay, into EX Dragon Kick, stand 3-3, end it in Dragon's Kick. So it's gonna look like this. Oops, excuse me. %. And then another one that you can do is off of the jump 3. So, you know, I'll go ahead and put that up there for you guys. You can get jump 3 if you get it to land. It's great. Oops, let me put jump 3 up there. So you want to hit that jump 3 and into back 2-3, back 2-3, stand 3-3-3 into ES Dragon Kick, stand 3-3 into Dragon Kick. So it's gonna look like this. %. So it's a great tool that you can catch people lacking with, you know, and don't be scared to throw it out. I'll be the first to tell you that. Forward 4. Let me go over the forward 4. So forward 4, EX Dragon Kick into back 2-2, or back 2-3. I mean, excuse me, back 2-3, standing 3-3, EX Dragon Kick, 3-3-3, and Dragon Kick. So it's gonna look like this. And that's that. And then the last one that you guys can practice for your corner opti is going to be forward 1-4. So forward 1-4 into the down back 4. It should be 2-3 if I remember correctly. Back 2-3 into standing 3-3 EX, or standing 3-3 EX, and a 3-3 Dragon's Kick. So it should look like this if I remember correctly. Oops. Oops. Oops, that was slow. There you go, 39%. And that's how you get that. And again, all of your fatal blow combos still are the same in the corner. So like 1-2 EX, oh, so like 1-2 punish into, oh, excuse me, you're not supposed to EX that. So like 1-2 will still work right here. You can get this. Oh yeah, you can mash the buttons during fatal blow to get more, you know, more damage. I don't. I just kind of let it do it. But you know, if you mash the buttons, you can get more. You know, you just gotta mash. Might get a little bit more. Yeah. See, we did 47 instead of 46, like we did mid screen. Forward 4-3, EX, back 2, and then just start mashing buttons, and you might get some more damage. Who knows? They still work in the corner, but remember, if you end the round on it, you won't be in the corner no more. So just bear that in mind, chat. For 51%, because we were mashing the buttons, as you can see, it did 49 before. And then back 2-3. Oh, excuse me. Back 2-3. Back 2-3. Stand 3-3. Fatal blow. And then you just mash your buttons. And you can get a little bit more damage. Remember, it did 51 mid-screen when I wasn't mashing buttons. Now it's going to do maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Who knows? It's going to do a little bit more. 53, not bad. Okay. And then, oh yeah, you can get it off your jump 3. Back 2, 3, 3. And then start mashing some buttons. And yeah, there you go. This is your fatal blow combo. We're getting massive damage right now. For 51. I wonder what that does by itself. Let's see. Because I was without mashing buttons. Let's see what it does without mashing buttons. Yeah, 48. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know with Striker. That's just my humble opinion with Striker. You use the grenades to keep you safe. Also, with this, I just want to throw this out. You get a free get in. I forgot to mention this, but you do get a free get in. Like if you want to get in and apply pressure, you can do Dragon's Kick and then call. Oh wait, let me make him block. All. So like if I'm full screen, I want to get in. I can Dragon's Kick myself in and then do this because I have the grenades to keep me safe. So like they cannot. Like the worst they're gonna be able to do is throw out a down 2, but they're still gonna eat them grenades. You know what I'm saying? Like they still eat the grenades, so you can keep yourself safe with that. Yeah, that's really it for Striker. Now I'll show you guys a little bit of Kung Lao stuff that I know, and again, it all basically will stay the same. The only difference is everything stays the same. His combos essentially. The only thing is I want to bring this up because some people might not know, but the Lao hat on block, you can't use it for pressure anymore. As you guys can see, it's -3. Okay, so my thing was that's why I kind of stopped using it, because forward 4 is -3 already, but it can still be a good tool. You can still use it for things like for example, like for things like such as like when I said like let's say we're full screen and somebody's like actually got the life lead and they're zoning you, you can put this down, hold R1, and you can hold the hat, and as you can see from way out here, the hat is actually +54. You just can't apply pressure up front. And again, I got it to be +76. If I just let it go, it's +22. So from a distance, it's still plus. You don't have to worry about it being unsafe. You just can't apply pressure like this anymore. It's still -3. Okay, you just can't apply pressure anymore. It's still a really good tool. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like, oh, they just nerfed Lao into the ground, because they didn't. You just have to be smart when you're pressuring. That's why you have to be smart like with your staggers and stuff into this, you know what I'm saying, and just be smart. Like I stated, like the 2-2 into the backdash back 2, or 2-2 into the backdash. Your sweep is +1 on block. I also forgot to mention that. So like you can, you know, throw out a sweep, you know, oh shit. Throw out a sweep into forward 4-3. You can stagger all sorts of ways with it. You know, you don't have to just think because, oh, they nerfed the Kung Lao hat up close, I can't use them. You definitely can. And like I said, you can use it to get in. If you hold it, now I'm safe. They can't punish me. So like if I just, you know, want to get in, I'm safe. You know, so that's just something to keep in mind, you know, that you still have this option. You know, you can still... You see it? So I'm still back in there staggering. I can do that. Also, a cool thing about Lao is you do get combos off of his grab. Oops, excuse me. You get combos off of his back grab. Dude, I suck. Hold on. I got you guys. Oh, no, I don't. Got you guys right here, though. Promise. I promise. No, I didn't. I lied. I'm bad. Okay, I got you guys. So you can get combos off of it. It's been a minute since I've done it, but I can do it. I believe. There's one, and then you also get this. There you go. That, you know, you're getting a 20% grab. And another thing to keep in mind, you can fatal blow off of it. So like you can just grab and then call in Lao, teleport, and then you can kind of get the fatal blow if you need it. You know, need it to land, you got it. It's an option. You can do that. It doesn't do very much, but it's an option. It does only do 30%. But I believe also, if you want, you can get a little bit more because you can spin the bar. Oops. If you wanted to spin the bar, you could. I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of a waste of a bar. Man, I suck. It's kind of a waste of a bar. I wouldn't do it usually myself, but it is an option. Oh, never mind. I dropped it. But you get the idea. There you go, 24% grab if you wanted to spin the bar. I wouldn't spin the bar on that just because even if I grab you, right, and I do this, you're now in my ballpark because I just what I can do is this, and now I have, because I'm plus 31 on hit, I have the option with Lao to have this mind game of once I ended it in this, I became 31 on hit, right? Plus 31. So I had the option to backdash, maybe throw a projectile. I had the option to dash up, forward 4 stagger for the armor break, or excuse me, I had the option to grab you again and then repeat this process over again, and now force you to play a game that I want to play. So it's just hella beneficial. You have it's still the same, and you have that mind game there. All the bread and butters are the same, but there's just the two that I want to show you. Really the one that I want to show you is going to be with the Lao cameo, and that's like, for example, 1-2 spin doesn't connect, as you can see. Like if I do it, see, it's not comboing. And I don't think 2-2 does either. Oh, 2-2 does. So you can do 2-2 forward Lao, back 2-3, 3-3-3 for 32%, or you can do forward 4-3 into forward Lao. And that's 34%. And you can also use it as a side switch in the corner, which I can show you. So like, for example, let me make it. Yeah, make it close. Okay. So like, let's say I want the corner. Oh. So like, you do have the, oh shit. It's a little tricky. But you get 43% off of it. But it is an option. You do get the corner switch, as you can see. But yeah, this is basically like, oh, and one last thing I will show you guys, and then that should be really it for the Liu guide. I do want to bring this up with Lao, because like I said, this full, oh wait, let me make him block. This full screen is 100% plus. So like, you can like put this out and you get a free jump in, and then like they have to block whatever like first. So like, for example, if I put this out, like they have to block. So like, I can jump and then get my conversion off my jump 3 and dash forward into back 2-3. You know what I'm saying? Or I can put this down and then jump 2 into 2-2, and whatever, like if the Lao hat hits, then I get this conversion off of jump 2 into 2-2. And then even if it doesn't, like let's say I do this and then I let the Lao hat hit first. So like, for example, like you have this mind game, like let's say I let the Lao hat hit first, right? Because I hit jump 2, I'm plus 10 on block, so it's my turn. And then your jump 3 is also plus 6 on block, depending on the distance. So it's a mind game of like what's gonna hit first, and they have to block. And it's kind of hard. Even if they up block this, even if they up block that, they still can't punish because the Lao hat's coming. So you do have that option to do that. And it's just a mind game that you can play with inside of the other mind game of, like I said, how when you end your combo, whether you're gonna jump back, dash backwards and throw a fireball, maybe throw a couple of Ds. You can do this into that. They have to hold it. You could do this into this, or if you think they're gonna jump the Lao hat, you can do this. Oh, excuse me. If you think they're gonna jump the Lao hat, you can do that. Now they have to hold some sort of chip damage, whether it's the Lao hat or they try to jump and then now they eat these fireballs in the air. So it's really 100% up to you, and it's super good. But all his bread and butter stay the same. And if you want me to show you, I'll do one, and just to prove to you guys I'm not lying. Oops. Again, 36%. And then 29%, but obviously I didn't do that. I missed the kick. Boom, 31%. Voila. It's all the same, nothing changes. Oops. And nothing changes. It's just the cameo, the different things you have with this cameo. So yeah, but that's gonna do it for me, YouTube. Actually, hold on. Let me bring up my camera so you guys can see me. I can say goodbye. Webcam on. Make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see me. What's up? But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, YouTube. If this was beneficial to you guys, I hope that it was. I hope that you guys can you know, use some of this stuff that I found through playing a bunch of games. I hope the bread and butters, if you were struggling. These are the only 2 cameos I've only really played with. Maybe in the future when I branch out and start playing with a little bit of Sonya, a little bit of Scorpion, I can add this to the guide. And I hope that it's just super beneficial, and I hope you guys learned a lot from it. If you guys have any more questions, just be sure to comment down below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And like I always say, if I don't know the answer, I'll go find the answer, and I'll make sure I get you guys the answer. But yeah, much love, YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It always helps the channel grow. And see you guys next time. Much love.